Hello 9th class, welcome back to your class. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is a chapter number 14, rectilinear figure, in this chapter we are discussing quadrilaters, that is a parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, square and trapezium. So students, see, rectilinear means along a straight line or in a straight line or forming a straight line. Okay, so what mean the rectilinear means something which are doing with a straight line, that's called a rectilinear figures. Now in this we are discussing the polygons. So names of polygons are triangle, that is a 3 having a 3 sides, quadrilaters having a 4 sides, pentagon having a 5 sides, and 6 sides having a hexagon, 7 sides having a heptagon, and 8 sides called the octagon, right? Now next is what is a convex polygon and concave polygon. If each angle of polygon is less than 180, this polygon is called a convex polygon, and if each angle of polygon is greater than 180, then it's called the concave. So less than is convex and greater than is concave. Now see, here are types of polygons, that are triangles having a 3 sides, quadrilateral having a 4 sides, pentagon 5, hexagon 6, heptagon 7, octagon 8, nonagon 9 and decagon 10 sides. Okay, so these are the sides. See, there are a first question from your exercise, that is exercise 14a. So students, in this the statements of this is sum of interior angle of a polygon is 4 times the sum of its exterior angles, finding number of sides in a polygon. So students, first of all I will tell you that a sum of interior angles, the formula, the sum of interior angle is equals to 2n minus 4 multiplied by 90. Once again I repeat, sum of interior angle is equals to 2n minus 4 multiplied by 90, and sum of exterior angle is side multiplied 360. Now in this question he said that sum of interior angle is equals to sum of exterior angle 4 times, means sum of exterior angle is equals to 360. Now what is the interior angle? That is a sum of interior angle is equals to 4 times of exterior angle. So sum of interior angle is equals to 2n minus 4 multiplied by 90, which is equals to 4 multiplied by 360. Now 2n minus 4 and 90 comes to that side, 4 multiplied 360 divides by 90. Now we cut it, 90 with 4 we get the 16. Now 2n minus 4 is equals to 16, and 2n is equals to 16 plus 4, which is equals to 20. So 2n is equals to 20 and n is equals to 10, which is the side of the polygon. Okay. Now next, see question number 5. 3 angles of a 7-sided, means 3 angles having a 7 sides. Now what is here? Here n is a 7. Polygons are 132 each and remaining 4 angles are equal. Find the value of each angle. Now see, first of all let each angle be a x. Okay, sum of total angles, that is 3 multiply, because first 3 angles is 132 and last one 4 angle is with the x. So 3 multiply 132 plus 4 multiply by x. Now sum of total interior angles, now that is 180 into 2n minus 4 into 90. Now we take a 2 as a common, and what we get? We get a 180 into n minus 2. Now here n is how many sides are given? That are 7. So 180 into 7 minus 5 minus 2, which is 900. So sum of total angle is equals to 900. Now see, from very beginning we have a 3 multiply 132 degree plus 4 multiply x degree, that is a sum of total angle of a polygon. Now we equating that is 3 multiply 132 plus 4x is equals to 900. Now 4x is equals to 900 minus 3 multiply 132. After solving it, we get a 126 as a x as a answer. Now see next sum number 7, that is in a pentagon A, B, C, D, E. See here there is a 5 angles of a pentagon, that is A, B, C and D. That is a pentagon. AB is parallel to DC and A ratio E ratio D is 3 ratio 4 ratio 5. Now find angle E. See here angle A is given, angle C is given and angle E is given. So first of all here what he said that AB is parallel to DC, means angle B plus angle C, they both are supplement angles. Okay, so the sum of these angle is equals to 180 degree. Now we know that angle A in a pentagon, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angles D and plus angle E, that is equals to 540. In a quadrilateral sum of angle is 360. In a pentagon that is equals to 540. Now simply we have to put a value. Now what is angle of A? Angle of A in your book is 3 ratio 4 ratio 5. Angle A is 3x plus B plus C is 180 degree plus angle D is 5x plus E is 4x is equals to 540. Now after solving it we get a answer. Now see x is equals to 360, our 12 which is 30, x is equals to 30. From there we get a angle ABC by putting the value of x. Okay. Now see question number 15. See in a question number 15 there is interior angle and exterior angles and the ratio are given, that is a 2:3. Now we know that interior angle is equals to 2n minus 4 over n, and what is exterior angle? That is a 360 divides by n. Now what is the ratio? Ratio is a 2:3. Simply you just solve it. Now 360 taken that side and 90 into 2n minus 4 is equals to 2 upon n, and after solving it you get the answer. Okay, it's very easy calculations. Now next question is, see in the 16th question, each exterior angle of polygon is equals to 360 divides by n minus 1. Now its second side is 360 divides by n plus 2. Now you have to subtract both terms, which is equals to 3 is equals to 6. Now take a 360 as a common, what we get? 1 over n minus 1 minus 1 over n plus 2 is equals to 6. Taking LCM and we get the answer after solving it. You see there is a n square plus n minus 182 is equal to 0. Now just factorized is 13 multiplied 14 is 182, and when you have to subtract 14 from 13 we get a n. So after solving it we get the value of n is 13 and minus 14. So neglect the negative value and we take a n is equals to 13 as a positive value. Now see in a 14th B we are discussing special types of quadrilateral, that are a trapezium, parallelogram. See in a trapeziums one pair of opposite sides are equal. In a parallelogram opposite sides are equal. In a rectangle all angles are of square, all angles are of 90 degree, and this one. Now see its first question. Now in the first question, see in a figure given below, AM bisect angle A and DM bisect angle D. See in a diagram A, B, C, D we have a polygon in which AM intersect angle A and DM intersect angle D. Angle D of parallelogram, prove that angle AMD is of 90 degree. Now we have to prove that angle AMD is equals to 90 degree. See in a given figure angle A bisector, angle A is divided into two parts, and angle in it, first of all you just see that there is a triangle ADM, right? Now half of angle A, half of angle B plus angle M. these are a 180 degree. We know that sum of angle in a triangle is equals to 180 degree. Now see angle A plus angle D, they both are of 90 degree. So 90 plus angle M is equals to 180 degree. It means angle M is equals to 180 minus 90, which is equals to 90. See how angle A plus angle D becomes a 90. I will show in a bracket. Okay. Now see next question number 5. In a question number 5, see, in a given figure, show a square ABCD and equilateral triangle ABP. Now we have to calculate. See, firstly, in a diagram C, first I meet D with B, and here angle POC, that is equals to X. It means that, let us suppose that angle P is equals to X. Now OCP and OBP both are of 90 over half, because they are a half angle. Now using exterior property, that is sum of interior angle is equals to exterior angles, we just apply it, we get a 45 plus X. Now in a triangle OBP, OB is equals to BP, that is already given in your statement. Now OPB plus BOP, angle opposite to equal sides are equal, therefore BOP is of a 45 degree. Now diagonal of square are perpendicular to each other, it means they both angles are of a 90 degree. You just put a value and you get a answer. Now see next question. In each of the following figure, 7 questions, first part, you have a figure. See, in a figure ABCD is a parallelogram, in which we know that in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, right? So I take 6y plus 2 is equals to 4x and 3x minus 3 is equals to 4y. By applying the formula, we take a by eliminating method, you can solve it easily. Now see sum number 9. In a parallelogram ABCD, angle AB is of 20 degree and AD is of 12 centimeter. Bisect of angle A meet DC at E and BC produced FF. First of all, he said that we have a triangle ABCD, right? So in ABCD, AB is of 20 centimeter. Upward line is of AB, that is of 20 centimeter, and AD is of 12 centimeter. Bisect angle A, that line bisect angle A and meet DC at E and come to a next, that is of produced up at F. Now what he wants to prove here, find the length of CF. It's very easy. See, if AB is 20, then DF is also be a 20, right? It means BF is a 20 and BC is equals to 12 centimeter. Now we know that BC plus CF is 20. Just put a value of BC, that is 12. 20 minus 12, that is 8 centimeter. Now see, in a question number 11, there is a parallelogram ABCD and its parameter is 40 centimeter. Now we know that it given in a ratio, that is a 3:2. Here AB is equals to 3x and BC is equals to 2x. Now parameter is the sum of the sides, that is a 2 multiply, because in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal, means if this is a 3 centimeter, if then this is also be 3 centimeter, this is 2, then this is a 2. So 2 times of 3x plus 2x is equals to 40. After solving it, you get the answer of x is equals to 4. And after that you take another one, that is 3x is equals to 2 times of y plus 1. After solving it, you get a value of x and y. Now students, come on a 14C, exercise C. In this exercise, see question number 1. If E is a midpoint of a side AB and F is a midpoint of DC. See, in a triangle ABCD, E is a midpoint on the side of AB and F is a midpoint on the side of DC. Now he said that prove that AEFD, right, is a parallelogram. So students, where first of all we have ABCD is a parallelogram, where F is a midpoint and DC of a parallelogram ABCD, right? Now we have to prove that AEFD is a parallelogram. See students, ABCD, we have take ABCD, right? First of all, what is given? That is AB is parallel to DC and BC is parallel to AD, right? From this, what we get? AB is parallel to DC. AB is parallel to DC. Now, half of AB is also parallel to half of DC. If this full lines are parallel, then its half is also be parallel. So, if AB is parallel to DC, then its half AB is equals to half of DC, that is also be equal. Now, what is the half of AB? That is AE, and what is the half of DC? That is DF. So, AD is parallel to EF. From this, see students, by mistake I write here ABCD. You just write here AEFD. That is a parallelogram. Okay, you have to correct it here. ABFD is a parallelogram, right? Now see sum number 3. The diagonals, the alongside figure shows that a parallelogram ABCD in which AE is equals to EF is equals to FC. Prove that D is parallel to FB. First of all, we have to prove that DE is equals to F is parallel to FB. Now see construction. What I do? Firstly, I join DF and EB. DF and EB, I joined it. Now join the diagonals BD. Since diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other, therefore OA is equals to OC and OB is equals to OD. Also you can see AE and EF and FC, they are equal. Now OA, OC and AE and FC, they are equal. We firstly subtract it, then when we have subtract OA from AE, what we get? We get a OE, and when we subtract OC minus FC, we get a OF. So thus DEFB is a quadrilateral. Now see, we have a OB is equals to OD and DE is equals to OF. Therefore diagonals of quadrilateral is bisect to each other. Therefore DEBF is a parallelogram. If they are parallelogram, then DE is parallel to FB. Therefore its opposites are also be equal. Now come on a 9th question. In a parallelogram ABCD, prove that, in a parallelogram ABCD, bisector of angle A meet DC at a P. Now see in a diagram, there is a ABCD parallelogram, right? Now here AD is equals to X and AB, it is equals to 2 times of AT, right, which is given in your book, right? Now also AP bisect angle A, so we put angle A is equals to 1 and 2. When a line bisect the angle, then these both angles are equal. So angle 1 equals to angle 2 and angle 2 is equals to angle 5. That are alternate angle. If angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 2 is equals to angle 5, then meanwhile angle 1 is equals to angle 5 is also be equal. Now AP is equals to DP, which is equals to X. Now AB is equals to CD, that is opposite sides of parallelogram are also be equal. Now here students see CD is equals to X. Now we just put a values and you get the answer. And also that see in a triangle BPC, angle 6 is equals to 4 and angle 6 is equals to angle 3. So angle 4 is equals to angle 4. So hence BP bisect angle B. Now see its second part. angle APB of 90 degree. See, opposite angles are supplementary, so its 4 angles is equals to 180 degree. But we know that angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 3 is equals to angle 4, which we have to prove in a last one part. So 2 time of angle 2 plus 2 time of angle 3 is there, which is 180. From this, angle 2 plus angle 3 is equals to 890. That is same, we have to prove that angle APB is equals to 90 degree. Now come on a 13th question. In a quadrilateral ABCD, AB is equals to AD and CB is equals to CD. Prove that AC bisect angle BAD. Now very simple question. ABCD is a quadrilateral. If it is quadrilateral, then first of all we take a 2 triangles, that is ABC and ADC. Now see here very carefully, AB and AD is given parallel and CB and CD is also be given, and AC is equal to AC, that is a common side. Now by side property, what we get that these 2 triangles are congruent to each other. Now by CPCT we know that if the triangles are equal, then its opposite sides, then its all the parts are equal. So OD is equals to OB and OA is equals to AC. Therefore diagonal, because diagonal bisect at therefore AC is perpendicular to BD. Now see question number 17. The diagonals of rectangle intersect each other at a right angle. Prove that the rectangle is a square. Now see ABCD, we have to prove here that ABCD is a 90 degree, is a square. Now how we have to find? If its all sides are equal or all angles are equal, then it is a square. Now first of all we have a diagonals, we have a quadrilateral, and angle in a quadrilateral is a 90 degree. Therefore if they are a 90 degree, it means that this is a rectangle. Now see, diagonal bisect each other. Firstly we take 2 triangles, that is AMD and AMB. Now here MD is equals to BM and MD is equals to BM and AMD is equals to AMB. Both are of a 90 degree, and AM is equals to AM because it comes on both triangles, so it is a common side. So with this your 2 triangles are congruent. If 2 triangles are congruent, then by the CPCT its all sides are equal and all angles are of 90 degree. Both conditions are hold. Therefore ABCD is a square. With this your chapter is complete. Try to solve this full exercise on your notebooks. Thank you and have a nice day.